This is our 9th year as the Atwater Caring About Kids Atwater Elementary School District. It puts on a drugstore project. The drugstore project consists of vignettes. We normally serve 500 sixth graders from the Atwater Elementary School District.
So today is a fantastic event. It's a commitment of multiple agencies coming together to support the students in our community. So the Atwater Elementary School District has committed to offering this. This is our 9th year. And so students today, they learn about the dangers of drugs, what drugs can do to them biologically. They're exposed to the consequences of trying those drugs, what would happen if they were arrested, and what would happen to them in juvenile hall. They're exposed today to what an actual temptation will look like in high school. Potential party, the easiest way for them to jump onto that slippery slide of drug use, and the worst case scenario, which is overdose and leads to death. So it's important for sixth graders to see, as they're developing socially, what the potential consequences of drug use is.
Sixth grade students, it's research has shown that this is a transitionary time in their life where they have the ability to discern between making really good choices or bad choices. And so obviously today, in many respects, is about showing the effects of what bad choices can lead to. And so we're very hopeful that as a result of work like this, again on behalf of many volunteers who have made it possible, that our sixth graders will again transition their lives in very productive, successful ways.
When they put the handcuff on my daughter the first time, oh my gosh, I was recording the event and I wasn't able to do it because it got me. It really, it was very emotional. Knowing that my daughter make the wrong decision it got you really bad.
I was part of the military for 20 years, and this was an event I saw at another state, and we brought it back to here 9 years ago and sat down with the community and did it, and we just kept going with it for the last 9 years. So now that I've retired from the military, I work with Dignity Health, and we still want to support this because we've seen the impact it makes on students.
The Drugstore project is extremely important, not only to students of Atwater Elementary School District, but for a better community. I think the message that the whole Red Ribbon Week portrays is a constant reminder to our children that they need to make good choices, not just about drugs, but about life.
Yeah, the Drugstore Project, I've been doing this for about 6-7 years, and I think the Drugstore Project is really about getting kids at a formative age where they can really look at the perspective of drugs in a different way. I mean, I'm sure they talk with their kids about it a little bit, with their friends, and it's like, they think it's maybe a little cutesy thing or something like that, but when they come to this project, by the end, I think they realize that it can be a very serious matter, and I think it really helps, sort of touches their heart that I better be careful in some of the decisions I make because they're pretty crucial.
We don't typically have a lot of youth who enter at this young age, which is why I believe it's important to start when they're younger. However, unfortunately, some do enter our field at this age, and it's important to get kids when they're young before they start down the wrong path and make a mistake.
It's a very good program. When they were at the party scene, I was thinking, okay, and they were saying he's an 11-year-old boy. Thinking an 11-year-old boy at a party where there's drugs and alcohol, and we think it's not real, but it is. It just brought me more alertness as a parent to know where my child is, and he's underage, so he's not supposed to be somewhere. And then when he was in the emergency room scene where they said, well, we can't, he doesn't have a pulse, that really hit me. I was trying not to. But it hit me as to think this can happen to any one of us. We're not immune to it because of the way children are at schools. We think everything's safe, but it isn't.
I've had the opportunity to be here since it started this morning, and I will tell you, incredibly emotional, incredibly impactful. I've watched firsthand the students, cry as a result of watching the turmoil that is a result of what takes place when a person makes a wrong choice in life. And so it's definitely impacted me. I will tell you, I walk away with such a great appreciation for the work that these folks are doing, again, to make sure that our kids are put into a position to be successful.
What it does is it pulls the community together. You have everybody here willing to give up a day to come out and do this, and it's just not the agencies that do it. on average, we have 150 volunteers a year in this community come and do this, and it's not always the same that come back. So if you really think about that, that's a lot of people coming, one day out of the year to make a difference in their own community. So really, this is what Chief Hawthorne has always said. This is about a community that cares, and we want the students to know that we care and we're here for them to help them out.